Hi guys, this is lesson 7.9. I can recognize equivalent tenths and hundredths and model decimal numbers in tenths and in hundredths. Okay, in this example, we have some bars and number lines that are modeling fractions and decimals. The first bar is labeled by tenths. So we have a fraction, a decimal, a fraction, a decimal, and each one of those is showing 1/10. The number line just doesn't have a bar, but it is also broken into tenths. So 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10. It is just labeled as a decimal. The next set of bars is labeled by hundredths, just using fractions. But again, we can see 1/10 is the same amount as 10 hundredths. So here we have 10 hundredths. We have another 10 hundredths. So we're counting by 10 hundredths, 20 hundredths, 30 hundredths, 40 hundredths, and so on. The bottom number line is also counting by hundredths, but we have the decimal form. So 10 hundredths is the same amount as our fraction, 10 hundredths. Our hundredths are made by taking 1/10 and splitting it into 10 equal parts. If we think about the first bar as $1, then each little bar would be 10 cents or 1 dime. We know 1 dime is 1/10 of a dollar, or 10 cents. To help you remember this, we could write a capital D for a dime in each of these bars. That will help you to remember 1/10 is just like a dime. Just like how 1/10 is a dime, we can look at our hundredths bar and we could say each hundredth is equal to 1 penny. So 1/100th would equal 1 penny. Because we know 100 pennies equals 1 whole dollar. So let's review a little bit. Here I have the decimal 0.37. I know the 3 is in the tenths place. I know the 7 is in the hundredths place. So I have 3/10 plus 7 hundredths. I would read this decimal as 37 hundredths. Let's do another one. This decimal has 4/10 and 9 hundredths. I would read it as 49 hundredths. As a fraction, it would look like this. Let's do one more. This one has 8 tenths and 1/100th. I would read this one as 81/100ths. So this decimal is equivalent to this fraction. They both show the same amount. Here are some decimals. Let's practice reading them together. So this one is 7/10. This one is 7/100. 2/100, 2/10, 9/100, 9/10, 56/100, 5/10, 6/100, 50/100. Today, you learned how to explore decimal numbers.